Hello, this is Myra of Joy of Colorful Cooking at ActonTV in Acton, Mass. It is currently decorated with Christmas decorations, so it looks very beautiful in here. Welcome. I have a multi-part mission, part of which is to help people learn what foods are superfoods and have nutrients in them. Also to help people learn how to cook with vegetables. Since I've been eating lots and lots of vegetables and less meat, much less meat, in fact, almost no meat, there's extreme variety in my eating, and that means also a lot more nutrients going into the body. So this is a book called Plant You by Carly Bodwig. Wonderful book. It's wonderful because it's colorful. She lays it out so nice. She does a recipe. She puts all the ingredients she needs, and she works to make it simple. So whether or not this is simple enough for people that don't cook very much, I'm unsure. She says it takes 35 minutes, and I haven't timed it, but I do think the prep takes a bit more. Nevertheless, I have not tried this recipe. And because I so much wanted to try it, I thought, why not just do it on this show? The ingredients all are good, so it's an experiment. There's something, I study with Dr. Joel Fuhrman, and he has helped my health tremendously. And he has an acronym called G-BOMBs: greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, seeds, and nuts. Nutrients that it would be good for you to have every single day. So in this particular recipe, there's two kinds of onions and there's mushrooms, so those are called G-BOMBs. Also, all these different vegetables are not included in that acronym, but the sweet potatoes, the peas are in the greens, and also parsley, red pepper. Those are all whole foods, plant-based, very good to eat. So, I will probably be looking at my notes because I haven't quite done this yet, but the first thing first I'll tell you the ingredients, and I lay them out because they're in the order they're going in. So this is ginger, garlic, white onion, sweet potatoes. Then this is Thai curry paste, red peppers. This is coconut milk, mushrooms, and vegetable broth. And this happens to be light coconut. For those of us watching weight, you can put full coconut milk in. And this is full sodium because Trader Joe's was out of low sodium today. This is peas, mushroom peas, and maple syrup. I also use very, very little maple syrup, but this is 1 teaspoon, and Carly does use maple syrup in her recipes. Toppings is cilantro, red onions, and lime. So all of these are going to go into a pot, and I cook without oil as much as possible. So this is going to be a without oil dish. So this is ginger. I just put in ginger, sweet potato, white onion. So far in the pot, we have sweet potatoes, white onions, garlic, and ginger. And as I mentioned before, I just put some water in. I'm using that to water saute it. I'm not using oil. I'll say a little bit about that. That's because there's a lot of fat in oil, and there's so much oil in much of our food. So for those of us that are concerned about that, that's one reason not to use oil. And another is, according to Dr. Fuhrman and several other plant-based doctors, oil is not providing our body with nutrients. That is highly controversial and something that I would say most people, number one, don't like to hear and just aren't interested in hearing it. So I'm saying the idea behind it, for me, it makes sense, and I do this in my own home. Doesn't mean I never have oil when I eat with other people or eat out. So this is going to take about 5 minutes of simply cooking. So I'm going to stop now, let it cook. So this is as it was written up, it said it takes 5 minutes for the sweet potatoes to soften. Well, I can say that is not true. So I did cook them for longer than 5 minutes, and they're still not, to me, soft enough, but I'm going to add things in. So I just added the red peppers and the red curry paste. I'm going to stir that pretty quickly into the mix. It smells, this is a really fragrant dish and smells absolutely delicious to be cooking right here. So I mixed it in, and now I'm adding in the mushrooms, the veggie broth, and by the way, I put in more mushrooms that she said to put in, because I prefer to have more mushrooms in my soup anyway. So this is the veggie broth. And this is the light coconut milk. Again, you can put in full coconut milk if you're not watching your weight in any way. Mix it up, and now this is going to be 20 minutes to cook. I'm going to let it boil, and then I'm going to lower the heat. And I will be back with you in a minute. Now, as I look at this and look at the amount in here, I would have put in more mushrooms just because I put in a full cup and it said a half a cup. So to me, it looks a little sparse. Remember, I haven't cooked this before, so I'm learning as I'm doing it. So back in 20 minutes to add the last remaining things and then to see what it looks like and tastes like at the end. Look down at the soup. It's very colorful. I did put in the peas and the maple syrup during the time that we took a little break here on this side of the camera. So I'm going to put it into the bowl, show you how beautiful it looks. And I'm reminding you, this is the first time I've made it. And I'll tell you what that means once I put it in here. It's beautiful and smells so good. To me, it needs a bit more spicing, which I do not have. I would put more garlic and onion in it, I think. At the same time, there is garnish. So this is, here we go. Look at it, it's gorgeous. And then I'm going to take a small bowl, put some soup in it, and put the garnish on it. I have a feeling the garnish is going to make a difference because it's very flavorful. So here's a garnish, which is a lime. And I'm going to put it both for decoration, but I'm going to squeeze it in there and then lie it on top. Put in some red onion. You can put more or less depending on how much onion you like. And then sprinkle it with cilantro. So that is beautiful. And I'm going to take a taste of it because this one will be for me. I'm going to hopefully have some of the people here taste it. But let me see if this makes a difference with the cilantro on top. Yeah, much better than when I still would put some more onion powder and garlic in this. Here's to experimenting. I hope you try it. If you want to say anything back, let me know. But I hope you check out Carly's Plant You book. And happy eating, happy nutritious eating. Bye.